Hey guys, Virginia Kajemko here with Keller Williams Coastal Realty. This is the 11th video in my video series where I'm bringing you real estate knowledge about buying, selling, and investing in real estate. And today I've invited Chris from Restore My Floor to join us and talk a little bit about floor care, floor cleaning, that kind of thing when you're buying, selling, or investing, where if you walk on it, he works on it. So thank you for joining me today, Chris.
Thank you for having me, Virginia.
So what I first want to talk to you about, Chris, is when someone is a buyer and they're buying a new home, why should they consider professionally cleaning their floors, and why is it an important thing to do?
So when you first buy a home, you don't know who was living there before. You don't know what kind of floor care they did, how they were cleaning their home, and how well it was maintained. So with carpets, the carpet's the biggest air filter in your home, and it can contain all kinds of skin, pet dander, all kinds of stains, whatever, food contaminants. So you want to make sure it's cleaned professionally before you move in, because for me, I have 2 young kids. So when they're out crawling around on a carpet, I'd like to know that they're not inhaling anything that's kind of gross.
Yeah, that sounds pretty nasty. So you said carpet, but why is it important maybe if the buyer's buying a home with hardwood? Because I know we have a lot of hardwood in Seacoast area.
Yep. So with hardwood, a lot of times it'll lose its luster over the years, and that can be because of the way things get cleaned. A lot of the over-the-counter products that are out there are actually kind of waxy substances that are actually not good for hardwood. It can make it so you can't refinish it. So it's good to have us come in, clean it beforehand, or if you're like a lot of people and you want to get it refinished, it's better to do it on the front end before you move everything in, because refinishing hardwood floors is a very time-consuming process, and it can be very invasive.
Okay.
So if you were going to have your hardwood refinished, you'd want to do that before you move in, as opposed to 2 or 3 years in, where you have to move everything that you've been living in for the last few years out, and then you are kind of displaced for possibly 3 to 5 days.
Okay. And that's a service that your company offers as well?
Yep. Yeah, our company offers everything from carpet cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, hardwood cleaning coat, screen and coat, or a full-on hardwood refinish, as well as epoxy coatings. We do everything.
Okay, great. And so more so from the seller point of view, if they're just selling their home and they're going to get out, why would they consider professionally cleaning their floors before they sell?
So the first thing, you have one chance to make a first impression. So when someone walks in, one of the first senses that hits is smell. And if you have stagnant air in there because the carpets are nasty or haven't been cleaned properly in years, that's a problem. So you want to be able to make the greatest impression on a client when they first walk in your home, and that could be done through cleaning the carpets, cleaning the tile and grout, because grout's porous and can absorb a lot of things, and also through air deodorization, which we can do as well.
Okay. And does anybody, can they really see a difference when you clean, say, a carpet or tile, like visually?
Yes, it's quite a difference before and afters. We have some videos on our website as well as our Facebook page where you can see some before and afters, where a lot of people don't realize it, but take tile, for example. A lot of people are on Facebook, you see how it shows you, hey, 5 years ago today, this is your memory of what you posted.
Right.
And you look at it, and I don't know if you're like me, I look at some of those pictures and I think, wow, like I didn't realize how much I had changed in the last 5 years.
Right.
And your floors are the same way. It's a slow, gradual change over time, and then what happens is we come in there and we clean it, and people are like, oh my word, I didn't realize that they were that dirty.
Right. And of course that has a direct impact on quality of life and health and things like that.
Yep, because if for your kids or for yourself walking around in a polluted air, in the U.S., our region specifically, 6 months of the year we're shut in with no fresh air coming in the house. So that means everything that's there is just being recirculated into our lungs. So it's good to kind of get a clean slate every 6 months, before winter, after winter, to be able to have nice clean air in your home.
Okay. And I didn't think about mentioning this before, but pollen. So during the summer, we have our windows open, and pollen and all these outside things are coming inside. Does that really impact the flooring? Maybe a wood carpet or?
Yeah, it's the same thing where for a lot of people with allergies, especially, we have clients that have issues with allergies, so they have us come in more frequently because of the impact cleaning carpets alone can have on your health.
Okay. And for just maintenance, so say someone bought a house, they had it professionally cleaned when they first moved in, what should their upkeep be, and how often should they have their floors professionally cleaned?
Well, per the EPA, the recommendation for our area is every 4 to 6 months, and that's for people that are just your average like family. But when you add pets into it, it has a greater impact. So you should actually do it more frequently.
Okay.
But on average, most of our clients are about once a year.
Okay. And what if someone's watching this video and they have their own steamer, or they rent one from Home Depot or some other store where they can rent a steamer? Is there any difference between that steamer and the machines that you use in how it cleans and degree that it cleans?
Yeah. So for us, we use a truck-mounted system that can get up to 240 degrees steam, and we pre-treat the carpet, we agitate it. So it's like if you were washing your hands. The way we do it is you wet your hands, put some soap on it, you're scrubbing them, and then you're rinsing it and drying it. That's what we do, the whole process. Some of the products out there that are on the market for homeowners, they're more of just kind of putting some soap in and running water all at the same time. So you're not really getting a full clean.
Okay.
It'd be kind of like if you were to take a shower, rinse your hair, throw some shampoo in it, instead of rinsing it out thoroughly, you just turn the water off and use a towel to dry your hair with the shampoo still in it. And the problem with that, other than having shampoo still in your hair, is it becomes sticky. It's a double-sided tape where it's stuck to your carpet and then everything sticks to it easier, so it makes it easier to get dirty.
Okay, so someone maybe using their own steamer or renting one and using that is actually exacerbating the problem.
There are some steamers that help elongate the time between us having to come in and clean. But a lot of times people are using just mops to clean, like for tile or hardwood. They're just moving stuff around and leaving a lot of soapy residue on the floor. Mm-hmm. And that is the double-sided tape kind of effect, where it's stuck to the floor and the soap residue attracts dirt.
Okay. Now, if someone were to, go to clean their home or clean their floors with you on a regular basis, what is the recommendation you give your clients for care for their floors in between? Is there a better product? Do you recommend that they do something in between to kind of keep things clean?
It depends on which type of surface we're talking about. Steamers are good. They do help. You want to make sure you steer away from mops that are just moving water around and leaving stuff behind. And you can see that with mop buckets, where if you start cleaning the floor and your mop bucket water gets dirty, you see this a lot in restaurants and commercial spaces.
Gross.
They start cleaning with a nice clean bucket of water, and by the end of the night, half the water is gone, and the water that's left in the bucket is black, but they're still using it to clean the bathrooms, and the rest of the floor. So at your home, I would recommend anything that would be more of an extraction, not something that's reusable, like some of these sponge mops are not good.
Okay.
Stick with something that's microfiber, because that can actually pick stuff up, things like that. Even the Swiffers aren't really a bad option.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for all the information. I'm sure we've brought something valuable to people today, so I appreciate that. Now, guys, as always, if you have questions, you can always post it below the video, or you can send them to my email at virginia.k@kw.com, or call me or text me. I'm always available, 603-834-5252. And if you want to talk to Chris specifically, obviously he might know a little bit more than I would, or if you want to talk to him about pricing, you can contact Chris at
RestoreMyFloorLLC.com, or you can call 603-777-7307.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining me today. Bye, guys. Have a great week.